Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part two of the Bell to Bell podcast episode we're recording. We don't even have a name for it, but we're pretty much shooting the shit. I feel like that's what it ended up being the episode name, Shoot the Shit.
More or less.
But yeah, right now we're currently, as we were doing in part one, watching TNA Slammiversary 2025, which literally is happening again about 5-10 miles from where we're currently recording the Bell to Bell podcast. But this is going to be more focused on recent news, our outlook on the wrestling landscape overall, and I think just following up on the last episode where we talked about the crazy weekend of All In, Great American Bash, Evolution, and Saturday Night's main event happening because Blackout wants to discuss your man Goldberg. What did you want to talk about Goldberg? And I'll add in the news that I saw.
Well, no, just off camera, we was talking about all the things that need to be covered, and I just mentioned that was one thing in part one that we didn't discuss and cover,
Right.
Is Goldberg's retirement match and everything that encompasses that. That's all. Not a fan. Didn't give a fuck about that match at all. It is what it is. Two people I really just don't care for. And I'm just like, whatever.
You've made it very clear that you definitely do not care for Goldberg and or Gunther in the first place. So,
yeah.
Again, that's neither here nor there, so I understand it. I just find it very funny that he decided to go on this whole media run of the fact that after everything is done. Now, let me be honest. The way they clipped that man's audio at the very end of his emotional speech was that was some diabolical shit. I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
That was some diabolical shit. But I will say, was it messed up? Sure.
Yeah, it was.
Do you give him some exclusive time on Peacock because it's all connected anyway? Yes, to cover up for that. You did it, whatever. But I'm not going to sit here and go on this full media run afterwards saying, I wanted my retirement run to look like this or look like that or look like...
He wanted the John Cena treatment, technically.
Honestly, that's what I got from it.
Yeah.
That he wanted the John Cena treatment. And honestly, Blanca's going to say what I think makes a perfect encompass of how I feel about it.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say from my point of view, take what you can get. The last time you've already ruined your legacy in the eyes of the WWE fans, the WWE universe, after the way you beat The Fiend several years ago for the Universal Championship. I don't even think you deserved that title run, to be honest with you, Goldberg, and that's just me being honest. But that's neither here nor there. You're done. You can go off in the sunset and live out your glory days of the memory of what used to be of you being a main event star. You got a championship match. You lost. You retired in your hometown. Let's quietly go away into the night now. Thank you very much. But you can go ahead, sir.
One thing I did want to ask you, because I'm sure you would know this a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't. Has there ever been a situation where we've seen a wrestler do a retirement match and they actually won the belt?
Good question.
Because for me, I just feel like it's stupid. Why? Like, you just going... It just sounds like the Canada screwdriver all over again. It's like, you want to take the belt and go where? Nigga, you don't wrestle. The fuck? Like, we could give you a replica if that's what you want. Like, we still have a company to run. Somebody got to keep this belt.
Pretty much.
You gonna win it just to give it back to us so we can appoint to somebody else? I don't understand that.
I mean, honestly, it says it's never happened. I'm using the very reliable Google, which most people on the internet wrestling community don't do. It's free. You might as well use it. It says several professional wrestlers have won a championship and then shortly retired after. Most recent case was Sting retired with the AEW World Tag Team Championships he had with Darby Allin. They retired as champion. Additionally, it may or may not count, but Roman Reigns retired the Universal Championship and it retired with him as the final champion. But as far as the idea of Goldberg winning this, it wasn't logical. Let's be honest here. It was not logical of happening.
I think that was filler because, like I've been saying since TKO been sticking their dick in WWE affairs, You're accelerating the storyline every single time you push these PLEs so close together like this. You don't give rivalries, feuds, titles, any storyline a chance to really grow and progress the way it needs to. So I feel like this was literally just a placeholder for what we got to do with Gunther next.
Pretty
Because
much.
he's a champion, so we got to have somebody go against him, and it got to make sense.
Yeah.
And we don't, as over as Jey Uso is, I don't think anybody wants to see that shit ran back.
Not right now.
So we have to find somebody else. In the interim of that, we can have this complaining guy here who is still in his second childhood as far as wrestling goes, go for his retirement match.
Hey, shout out to Johnny Rods. I went to his school briefly to do a walkthrough because I was actually way back when going to join a wrestling school to become a wrestling manager. I went to Johnny Rod's World of Unpredictable Wrestling School over at Gleason's Gym in Brooklyn. So I just see him on there. I guess he's there for Basha. So.
Wait, you got to go to a wrestling school to be a manager?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Nigga, you just stand on the side of the ring.
No, but you got to learn to take a bump in case, you actually get hit. So you got to learn how to fall.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
okay.
So, but yeah, shout out to Johnny Rods. I see him there. Good to see that guy.
Huh, that's what's up.
Yeah. But yeah, I get what you mean. Because honestly, if you put it in the perspective of how the World Championship is now going forward, Monday happened. CM Punk is going on to challenge him at SummerSlam.
I thought for sure Braun Breaker was going to win that. Whatever.
I'm glad you said that because regardless of what happened, Braun Breaker stood out. Like Braun Breaker ran the fucking gauntlet.
Usually people run gauntlets, they win. Usually.
I don't know what they're building the story. I guess they build the fact that Braun Breaker, which we already knew, him and Bronson Reed are solid upper card main eventers. Yeah. There's no if there's a but about that at this point. I like the fact that Breaker ran the gauntlet. Do I like the fact that CM Punk won the way he did? Yes and no, but I got the story from it. But if you're not going to put Breaker nowhere near the World Championship right now, please tell me after the fact that he lost this match, there's something next for him. Because he showed out.
Yeah.
He showed out in that match.
Consistently, he's been doing that, though. Which is why Seth called him to be in the faction to begin with.
Very true.
So, yeah, I agree. You got to give him something. You got to give him, start maybe intertwining, Judgment Day versus his faction, so that this way we can start seeing maybe Braun, either one, go against Dominic for the Intercontinental.
Braun.
Dead ass.
Shout out to CM Punk for that quote. That shit's funny as hell. Braun. That shit's funny.
Honestly, at this point right now, that is the name for them because we still don't have a real solidified name.
Talk about that. What? Listen, I love the fact that we're now doing little small changes. I like Paul Heyman going from being the wise man to the oracle because it does fit the visionary role of what Seth Rollins is. But for that alone, call them the Vision. Okay, yeah, trademarking. I'm sorry. But still, there's a point that can be made that this faction is going on long enough without a damn name.
Yeah.
Give them a name. Something. I don't know, man. I like the idea of Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker going after the tag team championships because we already said it. Raw don't have no other tag teams on a division right now, so why not slap another one together, right? I guess.
Why not?
Also, that happened from that. I know we talked about in the first part one, but what we didn't cover is the fact that Solo Sikoa winning the U.S. Championship from Jacob Fatu. It's that nice main event.
That's true.
Big Solo, not the little one.
Listen, man, this is the best that we've seen Solo.
Yes, I agree.
Happy about this.
I agree.
Because it's about time. It's about time.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen what Jacob did with the title. Great stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
At some point, every champion has to lose the belt. But Jacob is one of those people, he's in that tier now where it's like he's going to be good with or without that belt.
Yes, he is.
You can put him in any situation. And now because you got Roman Reigns coming back, you got TC Bloodline, all these different things working, he can fit into that very seamlessly. He doesn't have to be in the talks of belt conversations right now at this second.
Not at this moment.
That's perfectly fine.
Yep.
Solo is gonna run with that belt. It's gonna be nice to see.
So I had said this to Yano because Yano was here speaking with me watching SmackDown. And this past SmackDown, Solo got arrested.
Yo, that shit was dope.
That
funny.
shit was
My
funny
nigga
as
was
hell.
like, I'm sorry. like that's what the cops needed. An apology.
That's it. I agree with you. Solo is the most entertaining wrestler right now on SmackDown.
One of them. Oh,
he
yeah,
he is the most entertaining on SmackDown, but he's one of the most entertaining superstars in WWE.
Definitely.
I'm scared for how they're going to. Let me just say this. I said to Yano off camera, and I feel like this deserves to be on camera. The fact that they had Solo whole character built up as a dummy version of how Roman ran the bloodline makes it perfect on how they run the United States Championship as the big title. Because I love how he's like, yeah, I'm U.S. champion. Like he treats it like the World Championship. Like he appreciates it. And now he has his own little bloodline around him, his MFTs. I love it.
I see it.
I love it.
That
I love it. That's his world title. Now, the fact that everybody loves Jacob, which reports came out, him, Rhea Ripley, and Braun Breaker are going to be positioned as the new stars, the main stars of the company going forward. That's how WWE sees Jacob.
Okay, I see it.
Now they just announced on SmackDown Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa steel cage match. Mm-hmm. What comes the outcome of that match? Does Solo retain it in the steel cage? Does Jacob win it back? Because I don't know. I like the fact that Jacob is a top tier star. Cool. But I kind of like Jacob being away from Timu Bloodline now. Right?
Yes, but also if we're talking about how people carry titles and how people defend titles, is very important. Solo has to win this.
I agree.
It looks crazy, especially when you're somebody that has a faction. If
you're
just somebody like AJ Styles, LA Knight,
you're right.
Flying by yourself, you're solo.
Right.
It looks bad when you don't win a belt or you lose a belt, but it looks worse when you're the leader, not even a part of a faction.
Right.
So it's very imperative that Solo wins.
I hope he needs to.
Yeah. Too much charisma. I think he can do a lot of, pun intended, phenomenal things with that belt and with that run if you give him the space and opportunity. So, yeah, I definitely want to see Solo win this.
I hope so. Honestly, I love the fact that we're positioning Jacob into a top of the card. They put him at the top of the card. Let him wrestle the LA Knights more often. No, we're not doing this. I'm so sorry.
No,
please
don't. Going to see the belt and be like, "Nah, get the fuck out of here."
Nope.
So, but you see the belt right there. Oh my god. Yo, what SAT score do you need to be a fucking ref?
Oh, weak.
Because you get 200 points for your name.
I can't.
So what's the standard? 201?
I don't know because that was bad.
That was stupid.
Anyway, the way I see it is we're going to put Jacob in the thought process of wrestling for the WWE Championship eventually, because he should be.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should position him into a number one contenders match somehow. Him versus LA Knight, or have them do a gauntlet, because after Cody and Cena is done, whatever they decide at the outcome of that, he's going to be a number one contender, right? Put Jacob in that line for that, but I don't think he should win back the U.S. Championship. I don't think so.
No.
I think Solo should hold on to that for a bit until we get him, I don't know, Carmelo Hayes, who happened to still work there. Y'all forget about him.
He knows how to position himself, because you saw, the thing going back and forth now with Carmelo and Damian.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Aleister Black is going to overshadow that. So we're not going to see Carmelo as much as we maybe should or would like to.
Very true.
So once again, I feel like a lot is riding on this draft that comes up, because with that draft is going to come new, fresh storylines, because you're going to have new, fresh people. You're also going to be able to rekindle and reignite a lot of feuds and different things like that. What happens when Trick loses the TNA title, which he probably will tonight? Oh God. How many times is she going to take a bump and be distracted? Anyway. But yeah. So what happens when Trick Williams comes back up and he comes to maybe SmackDown, or he comes and now you got to deal with Carmelo?
True. Do you see Trick Williams losing tonight? Because we're watching Slammiversary live right now.
I would pray and hope, only because of the rules with drafts. You can't draft anybody that holds a belt, which makes sense because it's like choosing from the fucking championship team of who you want to trade.
Very true.
Like, yeah, of course, give me fucking LeBron if I can.
Like the fuck? Right, if I have the option, I'm going to take LeBron.
The 16th string nigga on the bench. Give me LeBron. Farewell tour. Give me that nigga.
Fuck that. Yeah, I honestly believe that in tying up both knots here, I do think Trick Williams loses tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I do think from here it's time. Listen, don't even have to wait for the draft. There is nothing else for Trick to prove.
Yeah.
Move him.
Yeah.
Good God.
Because it would be too soon to have him regress and try to come down for the North American.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Don't have Trick Williams wrestle that North American title. Please don't do that.
Who is the North American again?
Ethan Page.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, they.
God, did she knocked her the fuck out? No, we're not.
No.
Yes, we are. JC Jane just won.
Wow.
The TNA Knockouts Championship, and she is the NXT Women's Champion. Holy shit! I did not see this coming.
Because off camera, Mainstream explained it perfectly because he knows the inner workings of how TNA gets down. When he explained it, it made perfect sense. Because can you please say it again? Yeah. Okay. So I thought what's going to end up happening was Masha Slamovich was going to win tonight with the help of the rest of the rest of TNA's locker room to band together. I expected her to hold both those belts up, TNA and NXT's. From there, Jordynne Grace challenges her for the NXT Championship. Give them a whole storyline of their friendship. Jordynne Grace being a former TNA original, yada yada yada. That classic match you were saying that happened during COVID.
The COVID when they had it for the TNA Championship, Jordynne Grace wins the TNA Championship, the NXT Championship, then loses to Blake Monroe down the line.
That sounds beautiful. That sounds like
now I don't know.
And what I was going on to say, I thought JC Jane would lose the belt because TNA already has Trick Williams rocking their belt. So it would be an equal trade if we have somebody from NXT, lose their belt, and now we have an NXT belt. So now, how many belts does TNA have now?
Oh my God, bro! Like, damn. I don't even know. I'm such in shock because I really did not. That's a picture, bro.
That's a
damn picture right there.
I mean, Photoshop the nose out, but yeah.
Why are you like this?
Why is she like this? I didn't make her like this. Yo, don't get mad at me for commenting on some shit that we all see.
As we continue our conversation here, I don't know.
Shout out to her. That was a great match.
Shout out to JC Jane.
She does her thing. I think this is the best we've ever seen JC Jane.
Facts.
Whether people like to admit it or not.
Yeah, this is.
She is a heel. People really don't like her, but I think you got to start giving her the respect that she's due. Now, is she managing this Fatal Influence? Is that their name?
Yeah.
Is she managing them properly? I don't think so. Because Jasmine Nix needs to get more burn.
She needs more reps.
We don't even see her doing any vignettes. We don't see her doing any talking, none of that. She's literally just like a manager.
Yeah, pretty much.
And she's younger than both of them.
Yes, she is.
She has to start getting more burn. You have to start positioning her to be the next one up. That's the same thing that we see Seth Rollins doing with Braun. It's the same thing we need to see them doing. Fallon Henley, North American champion at one point. JC Jane, NXT Women's Champion. And now TNA Women's Champion. We got to start seeing more done with Jasmine Nix.
Yeah.
We got to see her doing more of. She doesn't even necessarily need to get into like the singles matches. You can start putting her into some of those gauntlets. You can start putting her into some of those Royal Rumbles. Things like that. Like she should have been in the Evolution Royal Rumble. Like what are we doing?
Honestly, and I'll say this. I said this on the NXT Great American Bash. I think pre-show or post-show, one of them. You can go back and check me for it. But Fatal Influence, it's time to break them up. And I think the fact that JC Jane is getting all this burn, it is time to
create jealousy.
It's got to create the downfall of Fatal Influence because for me, Fallon Henley, I love JC Jane, but Fallon Henley had something going with her reign at North American champion. The way she used to come out, like she had that. I just sold the farm money. with the fucking fur coats, the hat. She had the look for me.
Yes.
I had her prompt in that realm
of the leader.
Yeah. Even around the time when Stephanie Van Kerr had the North American Championship, I had Fallon Henley try to get that shit back. I even had when Stephanie Van Kerr had the NXT Women's Championship. I had Fallon Henley in a lot of that too. For me, as Fallon's character, nah, sweetheart, I was here first. Like, I get it. I know you've been here longer than me, but this title collecting thing of JC, you've been in the back burner for a while, but you know, I came in here and started running shit. I would start feeling jealous if I was Fallon Henley.
And now, if I'm Jasmine, I'll be like, hold on, you had your time. You were NXT North American champion.
I would have
my turn.
Yes. Yeah. And have her also be a part of that. Listen, y'all did it with the family on this past week's NXT. You broke all three of them up. Find a place to do something with Jasmine Nix and Fallon Henley, please.
Yeah.
It's this time. There was something else that you wanted to discuss, to bring up?
I can't remember too well right now.
I know. What did you say? You saw everything that happened. Oh, you want to talk about LFG? I haven't been keeping up with it.
I don't blame you. I really don't, because for you to still handle what you got to handle with AEW, TNA, and then the other divisions that you watch as well.
Yeah,
I got this.
Okay.
LFG was cool. We're definitely seeing a lot of good matches. We're seeing a lot of progression. I think it was such a smart, strategic chess move for what's his name? The Long Island dude. What's his name? Harvey Lewis.
Harlem Lewis.
Harlem Lewis. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. It was such a smart strategic move for him to leave Evolve, to drop down, to go to LFG, because whoever wins LFG goes straight to NXT. So it's almost like a backdoor way to get to where you want to be.
I like that.
Because anybody on Evolve is eventually going to get called up to NXT.
Yep.
And also, Evolve is pun intended, still evolving. There's not a whole bunch of wrestlers there. Like, it's literally a handful of men and women.
Yeah.
Harlem's biggest threat was Keanu
Carver. Yep.
If him now being an LFG, he can be he can and is a monster there. His only real problem, I would say, would be Shiloh Hill.
Yeah. Okay. I like Shiloh too.
Everybody else, it's weight class, experience, aggression, being able to talk. They're still in that phase. Him being in Evolve gives him that advantage. So I think that was a very smart move on his part. As far as the women goes, I think P Nasty is definitely going to be one of the ones. Dumas, I think she has a little bit of work, and she got injured. So
yeah,
we might not see her for a while. So yeah, that takes some points back. I would like to say this though. I think it would be really cool to see the next season of LFG with different wrestlers as the greats.
Okay.
I think that would be good, because it's not. I don't have anything against the greats, because I think they're all great within their respective realms. Bubba Ray, Michelle, Undertaker, Booker. But when you get different people, you switch it up. You have different fan bases.
Yeah.
Now you're included, and then you get different takes, because I've already watched season 1 of what Bubba Ray is going to say and do. Season 2, I don't think is going to be that much different.
No.
So now when you switch it up, and now you have somebody come in, and you have, I don't know, you have maybe, who could be a legend? That's still WWE.
That's the part. Yeah, that's the hard part.
Like maybe Road Dogg, but I know he's like a writer or something now.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult. But you get what I'm saying. If you have somebody different that's skilled, you have Lita. You can have her come in.
I like that.
Switch that up. Even though you already switched out Mickie James for Michelle, but I'm just saying, switch it up, make it a little bit different, so we can see different strategies and different takes and perspectives from different greats. And I think also that makes that will make things resonate with wrestlers differently too.
I like that,
because sometimes the way that you teach is not exactly, it's not going to reach everybody. No. And we've seen that countless times. Season 1 with Bubba Ray, he had everything to say and was so adamant and so skilled
What-
about everything he thinks and feels and what needs to happen,
One of more vocal.
but had the least amount of points when
Yep.
everything was said and done. So
Says a
that's
lot.
all I'm saying. Other than that, though, great matches. I think everybody's progressing well. I'm still trying to remember everybody's name. I think it was somebody Linton, Shorty. I think she was doing a very damn good job. I think she got a decent couple of points.
Okay.
This week. What's her name? Sterling.
I gotta look up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm butchering everybody's names, but the fan favorite from season 1, the one that went against Tyra May still in the finals.
Yeah.
Still doing her thing, still very consistent. Love her to death. I think she's going to be one of the ones that you got to fear and respect. Has a good shot of winning it. Same thing with P Nasty. And then I think you got the other one as well. The one I'm talking about, Miss Linton.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the men go, you still got Shiloh to deal with. I think this time around, BJ, the one that we all hated, is being a little bit more humble now.
That's
shutting
good.
The fuck up.
Finally.
He still has that charisma. He still can go on the mic. But we got to start. And they had special guest Charlotte Flair. She said that.
Nice.
He's good on the mic, but I want to see if he can back that up in the ring.
Okay.
And it does seem like there is a slight bits of improvement, so I will give credit where it's due. But, yeah, overall, LFG was pretty cool. Evolve was okay.
Okay. I've been trying to get back involved as well. It's been tough because there's of course there's time of day because that comes on Wednesday at the same time as AEW because counter programming.
The dick measuring contest will never end.
It really will not. But what I've seen so far, I will say this. Me and Yano have been trying to stay in touch with some NXT. I know me and you caught NXT 2 weeks ago here together. Mm-hmm. I love what I'm seeing on mixing up, bringing some of the Evolve people into NXT to showcase. I love Vanity Project, low key. I've watched Jackson Drake on the independent scene for a while now. I love Swipe Right because I've watched him on the independent scene for a while now. But let me tell you this. Callie Armstrong, I give it maybe a year.
AKA MC Light?
I give it that's a wild take. That's a wild take. I give it maybe a year until she's officially called up to NXT.
Yeah.
And then I give it another year before she's women's champion. She's giving me so much Obafemi vibes in NXT and Evolve. It's like, you shouldn't go here. Yeah. I feel like you should not go here. Like, you're doing so much. Like, that match she had, I wish she had a full match with what's her face on NXT this past week, and Jordan Grace didn't interrupt that because oh my God. Yo, he did a sky high from the top rope. I hope they do a replay of that. Again, we're sitting here watching Slammiversary. It's Moose versus Leon Slater for the TNA X Division Championship. I honestly believe, wholeheartedly, Callie Armstrong is a measure above a lot of the women, maybe outside of Wendy Chu.
There's Wendy Chu. There's Ren Sinclair. Those two.
Honestly, Ren Sinclair should even be in Evolve.
Yeah, but I think it gives more credence to Evolve because you're gonna have some people to bring a draw. And
you're right.
Realistically, they weren't doing shit with her in NXT anyway.
You ain't lying there.
Yeah, it fits.
It does fit. I do think there's going to be an eventual situation here where we're going to constantly have the switch between NXT and Evolve. But I think someone like Callie's and Vanny Project are not going to be in NXT. I mean, in Evolve for long. They won't be there for long.
I get what you're saying, but I also feel like you got to keep them there because it's like, who you're going to have to replace them. Because you're talking about not just a person. You're talking about a whole faction.
Let's see what happens when LFG ends.
LFG is only going to draft a male and a female. You're talking about drafting an entire faction.
I'm talking about the people who don't make it to win or end up in Evolve.
I can see that happening, and
Again, because there's no reason why Tyra May Steele, after winning LFG, is back in Evolve.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I feel like once again, it gives credence to Evolve. Listen, it's a handful of people. I'm gonna see if I can pull up that list of Evolve wrestlers because it's not that much. It's not that many people.
It isn't.
And then you're talking about that many people. Then break it down of who actually has everything checked off. It's not. It gets.
It's not a lot. It's a small list. It's a small list.
So I feel like maybe that wasn't necessarily something that Tyra wanted to do. That was maybe something that WWE was like, we need you to do. Because the popularity that she got from LFG, if that crosses over to Evolve, that could bolster their numbers. That's already needed. We don't need you to come to NXT because NXT is stacked as fuck as it is.
And it really is.
It'd just be another person that, we're going to have to pass up on because we're going to get somebody from another division to get the belt anyway.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then he's not lying. Like NXT's, and we've said this before several times on this show, NXT has the most stacked women's division in the fucking world. And I love what everything AEW is doing now.
Too.
Yeah, and I love what everything AEW is doing now. I would say they're number 2. But the fact that there are still so many women that are not getting highlighted that are talented as hell.
Yeah.
In that division says a lot about shout out to Shawn Michaels, man. I love to see his bookmarks.
Yeah, because you saw the picture I sent you of Shorty that they're potentially thinking about.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I love to see his bookmarks. I love to see what he has tabbed.
Let me see if I can pull her up.
His YouTube tab has to be insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I mean the personal page, not even the one he uses for NXT. Because the talent they're able to draw there and eventually give him the God damn Moose. Give him the time on TV. It's ridiculous. I do think we're going to get to a point where, like you're mentioning, your girl Jada Parker, we got to transition her into. I like what they did with Jada Parker and Last Legend on this past episode of NXT. They had them call out the fact that they stood out during the Evolution Battle Royal. I like that they're probably going to position them to a possible number 1 contenders match for the NXT Championship or North American. I'm not sure. But whatever it is, just goes to show you how deep that talent pool is. And we still haven't even mentioned Kalani Jordan or even how much Izzy Dame has improved or the fact that Izzy Dame and Taylor Paxley may have some of the best tag team cohesion and they could be positioned to the WWE Women's Championship, Women's Tag Team Championship eventually. Like, NXT women's division is so fucking stacked, man.
Yeah, I was able to pull up Megan Walker. Shouts to her.
Yeah.
What is it? I think University of Nebraska or
yes.
Yeah. They're talking about getting her pulled in.
Insane.
This nigga Sean don't miss. Fuck really Mello. If you haven't seen, shouts to Megan Walker. You doing your thing. You definitely gonna be somebody.
Yeah, she is. And honestly, we'll be probably talking about her years to come on this show because she hasn't even debuted yet. But I'm telling you, he's telling you, she's gonna make an impact.
Yeah, she has a look. If her intensity,
no pun intended,
and her charisma is gonna be anything like how she looks and how she carries herself, it seems like, then yeah, she's definitely gonna be in it. She's definitely gonna be a strong contender and uphold the NXT standard.
The good part is we're recording this right between while we're watching Slammiversary, but we're about to. Oh shit!
Yo,
this nigga Moose is wild, bro.
That was crazy.
This nigga Moose is wild. He's gonna powerbomb his ass. Oh, good shit, Leon Slater.
Damn, son.
Good shit, Leon Slater. Leon Slater did a plancha over the top rope. Was trying to catch Moose with a Hurricanrana. Got caught.
In midair.
Was about to get his shit rocked with a power bomb and still got that Hurricane off and I'm about to thought he's about to get tossed to the pole. He gonna do this shit.
That's the Montez right there.
Yeah, that's the Montez. 20 years old, man. The power of youth. I'm telling you.
Shit.
If he wins this match, he becomes the youngest TNA champion in history. crazy. Almost
That
clipped
is
his
not
back.
easy to do because when
No.
you jump over the diagonal
Yep.
of the corner, you got to get past that post.
He would have hit his back nasty.
Yeah.
I got to mention the fact that while we're sitting there talking about youth, and talk about the NXT women's division, just the idea that we're now building to SummerSlam in a week and a half. See if you can pull up the SummerSlam card, because there's something I want to point out really quickly before we start closing up the show soon.
Sure.
It was one of my points that I wanted to mention when they were running through the card on Friday. And I'm noticing, okay, we got Jelly Roll and Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul, right? Mm-hmm. There's your celebrity match. I've already spoken about in the part 1 about Charlotte flexing her Flair power to get her and Alexa Bliss a tag team match against Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing we're going to get Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles on that card, right?
Let me see, because I found one website and it was just really written stupid.
What I want to highlight is the fact that
no better.
What I want to highlight is the fact that 9 times out of 10 we're getting Gunther and CM Punk. We're getting Naomi. What I'm trying to focus on here is, out of those wrestlers that getting that SummerSlam card, we have 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
I need a little bit more of that youth infusion.
What do you mean?
Reika loses that gauntlet match. You're telling me Braun Breaker's not going to get on this card? He's one of your young stars. You're talking about he's not going to get on this card?
Oh, okay. I see where you're going.
Like, I know I mentioned Carmelo Hayes a lot. I mentioned, Austin Theory. Even Grayson Waller being attached to the New Day. I love the fact that we have established stars, but we are not establishing stars fast enough.
Not at all.
In WWE for me. There's no...
Brings you back to Jasmine Nix, but okay. Keep going.
But I'm talking about main roster at this point.
Main roster, okay. Yeah.
I'm with you on this draft because now it's SummerSlam. There's no young upstart. Oh, damn. There's no young upstart coming up right now that's having a match like this is going to be a crazy callback. Like the Chris Masters of old. Mm-hmm. When Chris Masters was doing the Master Lock.
Yeah.
And I think he got a random Intercontinental or US champ. Y'all can quote me in the comments. A random match on a PLE or pay-per-view back then. And it was like, or Carlito when he first came in and he was facing John Cena for the US Championship. I think in the SummerSlam, ironic. Where's my young upstarts that's getting a random ass match that may not win, but still getting the rub that's necessary for them to get a PLE match? 2 nights, and I don't see nobody outside of, I guess you say, Dominic Mysterio, because he's the prime to be in the next superstar, getting those opportunities. What are we doing here? What are we doing with the future of WWE?
I'm not sure, but this gives me... I would love to take the time to be able to look at the entire Raw and SmackDown roster, because that is very true. The problem is, you built all of these storylines with the same people that you've always had, which makes sense.
Yep.
You can't build storylines with people that don't exist or that are not there yet, because anything can happen.
Yep.
I can't sit up here and build a storyline 2 years from now with an NXT person, because we don't know if you're even going to be hot enough at that point.
Yeah.
I got it. Cool. You still got to figure out a way to still incorporate the youth and bring in the new talent and mix them in well. Carmelo. Perfect example. He's young, he's healthy, has the charisma, fans love him, crowd work, all of that. Got to do more with him. You can't keep having him in the back being a jobber.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's a talent and it's a youth thing, because there's some people that are old that you're not utilizing either.
Very true.
We just kind of got Karrion Kross the way we needed him.
Yeah.
And that's one PLE, but that's not going to erase everything that you've been doing this entire time with overlooking him.
It's not enough.
It only starts to create the to begin to make things better.
Right.
But yeah, this draft is going to be very important because for the most part, NXT is a young man's industry.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, I hope they announce it soon. I know the reason why Blackout was bringing it up because he had asked in our group chat eventually that we got to do a draft. Usually the draft takes place
After
around
SummerSlam.
sometime after SummerSlam when we're doing season premieres because the fall television kicks in. God damn, Leon Slater. That's a big guy.
Well, damn.
Damn. That's when the fall season kicks in around September. The WWE draft probably is going to get announced at SummerSlam. I can't wait to do that special because I want us to be able to do a breakdown. I know at least me and you will do it. Can't say the same about Lee, but because he can give two shits about NXT. But that we at least choose 5 wrestlers that we think are going to get called up and position them and see if we can do storylines for them.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Because I definitely think it's time to build these new stars. Because that's my thought process. We're going into a SummerSlam where none of them are in that position to be highlighted. Then that means when this draft happens in September, I want at least 1 or 2 of these draft picks be highlighted next SummerSlam. Has to be. Because for me, Trick Williams loses tonight. He got to get drafted. At this point, put him with Carmelo because that's the only way you're going to get Carmelo on TV.
Unfortunately.
It sucks.
I'm looking at the SmackDown roster as far as SummerSlam goes. I think the youngest you're going to have is Fraxium in that tag team match between them, Motor City, DIY, and Street Profits.
Okay.
Other than that, it's pretty...
It's thin.
It's the same cast, literally. Yeah. Now, let me look at Raw. Same difference. I mean, it says... All right, I don't know how realistic this shit is. This is shout outs to Bleacher Report because
shout out to Bleacher Report.
I don't know how accurate this shit is because this shit says Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker. Yeah, all right.
No. Oh, they're doing probably prediction matches.
Yeah, these are But even still, it's just like this is everybody who you have currently that's active, that's within a storyline or some type of feud, or contendership. It's all old people. And I mean that respectfully. Like, it's all the veterans.
It's just old Oos. I'm sorry.
Day 100 shit.
I'm so sorry. That was fucked up.
But no, you're absolutely right.
But we're right. The bad part is we're at a point where, and this is kind of like my big closing argument here. If we do position Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker, which honestly is going to be a hell of a match, but I think they're actually going to pivot towards Roman asking Jay for help. Braun is going to be the match. Whatever. I think we're getting to a level of point here. Perfect example on Raw. Braun Breaker is going to continue to be a part of this faction. Then I know he already won it. Put him back in a contention for Intercontinental Championship. Damn, that was mad far.
It was, and he definitely did the Jeff Hardy.
Oh, he's going to do his finishing move, the Swanton 450.
What the fuck?
Congrats to Leon Slater for winning the TNA X Division Championship. That was huge.
That boy bouncy.
Leon Slater is the truth. Leon Slater is the truth. And now is the youngest TNA X Division champion. Shout out to Leon Slater, bro.
That was a damn good match.
Shout out to Leon Slater. Yes, he did.
A Swanton 450. You know how much air you need for that?
Mm-hmm. Now here's the funny part. Remember that mystery wrestling we was watching before? The guy with the do-rag, men like duress?
Yeah.
That's his former tag team partner.
Okay.
So that's how you see it's all connected. They all know each other, man. This is beautiful for Leon Slater, bro.
Shout out to him, man. That was a damn good
match. It also goes down to my point. TNA has now crowned an X Division champion, setting a record for the youngest one at 20 years old and 9 days. WWE, we got to do better. We got to do better.
And you would think that logistically, when you start looking at the numbers and stuff like that, yeah, certain people have a track record of being a draw.
Yeah.
We know what Seth Rollins can do. We know what CM Punk can do. We know what Roman Reigns can do.
Yeah.
Cool. It's a young man's sport at the end of the day. we got to start looking at the new younger acts and seeing how much of a draw they have, especially if you give them, like I said, the space and room and opportunity. Sometimes you don't need to give them all that much room. I'm not saying you got to like start pushing them the way that Vince and Stephanie was doing with Seth Rollins at that point in time. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you give somebody the space. Shout out to
Moose for doing this. Yeah.
Give them a little bit of space. All you need is a little bit of room. Like shit, Jada Parker has not had one belt, but she's always my topic of conversation of people who deserve to be in that conversation. Yeah. You didn't have to give her room.
Nope.
Fallon Henley, you didn't really have to either, but she's proven herself. She's proven herself with the Tiffany Stratton feud. Yep. She's proven herself with the Fatal Influence. She's been proven. There's certain people you just don't got to do that shit with. Lash Legend, my nigga. Like, every fucking time
we do this episodes,
so,
man.
The youth is there. What are you going to do with it is the question. And it's like, you got to start investing and you got to start looking at this. You got to look at it from like I said, from a statistical standpoint.
Yep.
From, like, if you look at stocks, you want to get in when it's low and it has the ability to take off. Same thing with these young NXT wrestlers.
Yep.
They're all showing and proving everything that they need, everything you need to invest in them properly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, young OG, like, eventually you got to do something.
Yeah, and honestly, on the back of what just happened here with Leon Slater, Javon Evans is your next NXT champion because he has to beat Femi. That would be a nice little feud.
Even for the belt, because he did win. Shout out to him for that, because that was Great American Bash. Yeah,
correct. We moved on. Let him be the Giant Killer. Perfect storyline. Keep saying, "Oh, I don't take you serious, kid. I don't take you serious, kid. I don't take you serious, kid," and that kid beats him.
You got to take him seriously because he beat your ass already.
Yep.
The fuck else?
But shout out to AJ Styles now showing up in TNA, which is a perfect segue for us to close up this episode and watch the rest of this. Give your social media.
www.foreverblack.com. That's where you can listen to my album, What the Heart Wants. That runs parallel to the book that I published. What the Heart Wants is on Amazon. Please check that out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a producer, so if you're an artist and you're looking for beats or you're a wrestler, you need an intro, please check that out. Every single week I upload beats. This week I uploaded 2 because I missed one last week because I was down south taking care of some things. I uploaded a West Coast beat, and then I uploaded something that was kind of like popish, rock, alternative, beach vibes, just to set the summer mood. BLK Out the Rebel is the Instagram. And yeah.
Make the call on all social medias. But as I always say, make sure you follow Bell to Bell Podcast at the Bell to Bell Pod, POD. That's also the Gmail. Hit the link on our Instagram too. We're interested in partnering with people, and let's make something work here. Like I said, everything you see around on camera, on this camera, on the main cameras we record for episodes, everything is ad space. So holler at us. Let's see if we can make something work. And that's been the nice little calm episode. So as always, as we close up now, this has been Bell to Bell. Yeah. Yo, what's the shit you said about Tessa Blanchard earlier?
Oh, that she looks like an iron?
No, but that was fucked up. But it was like she should fight somebody.
Oh, she should fight JC Jane. It'd be a chin versus nose match. It'd be a face-off.